G'day. When I was in Rome, I discovered this great new drink. And it's called...
Cinzano.
Cinzano. It's called Cinzano. Anyhow, I mix it with ice, a cucumber, and lots of other stuff, you know, radish. I christened it the Newk after... The Newk after,
You.
You. That's right. Cinzano. It's got to be the drink for, it's got to be the drink for,
Today.
Today, you sure?
Yes.
Cinzano. It's got to be the drink for the 15th of March. Thank you.
Morning, dear. Tea's hot.
Oh, thanks, Mum. Morning, Dad.
Here we are.
What's that?
It's a chop, dear.
Oh, not this morning, thanks, Mum.
Eat the chop, boy.
I don't want it, Dad.
He doesn't want it, dear.
Keep out of this, Thel.
Oh, Dad, do we have to go through all of this?
During the Depression years, boy, I saw men strangle their wives for a chop. So eat it. I've had quite enough of your devil-may-care chop attitude.
Now, Ted.
Keep out of this, Thel.
He's off again, Mum.
Bloody right, I'm off again, Craig. What about the Kokoda trail out there in the backyard?
Oh, Dad.
You know where the mower is.
I'm going water skiing.
Not with my mower, you're not, boy. When I was your age, I thought myself lucky if I had to mow the lawn. It was either that or lick the carpet clean.
What?
Look, my father, your grandfather, my father, you know, the old bloke we buried last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, him. I don't want to hear another word against the old bastard.
Now, Ted.
Keep out of this, Thel. He was so unemployed, the only way he could make a quid was by training funnel webs to jump over his nose.
Come on.
Don't upset your father, dear.
Keep out of this, Thel. When I was a boy, I used to walk 20 miles to school carrying a horse.
Dad, we're going water skiing, and then we're going to have a barbecue down on the banks of the river and everything.
Barbecue? In my day, they were called bushfires. Me and your Uncle Alan, you put out the whole of the Blue Mountains with a wet sock dipped in golden syrup.
It's all
Get out there and
arranged.
mow the lawn. Go on.
It's all arranged, Dad. We're going to have a barbecue and then stay out overnight and come back in the morning, and I'll need to take the car.
The Kingswood? You're not taking the Kingswood.
Dad.
Just put new Venetians in it. Take your mother's car.
I can't take Marilyn out in Mum's car.
Oh, isn't it good enough for your snotty little girlfriend? It's good enough for your snotty little mother. You never hear her complaining, do you?
Well, as a matter of fact, Ted...
Keep out of this, Thel. You can borrow Craig's Morven Star.
Thanks, dear.
He's not going anywhere anyway. He's going out there to mow the lawn.
I'm not mowing any lawn.
Listen, Puff.
Now, Paul!
Whatever your name is.
Oh, don't argue, boys. I just can't stand
You
it.
always do it, don't you? You always force me.
Listen, you long-haired little sex maniac. When I was a boy...
Shut up, you vulgar old pig.
What did you call me? You jumped up little... You see what you've done? Your mother's mowing the lawn.
Yeah, it worked again, didn't it, Dad?
Good evening. Here is the, news. Today in Canberra, the Prime Minister, Malcolm Fraser, in a prepared, statement to the press, said, and I know that, this inflation thing, is purely a, a figment of Mr., Hawke's imagination, But I know that if and if I know, what we're all, doing, then there's no, problem, Now, here's Sonia with the weather.
Well, You know, there's tons of weather around, you know, and we'll most probably, you know, get some tomorrow. So if you're planning a, you know, day at the beach, you know, don't.
Well, that was the, you know, news, you know? So good, you know, night.
Now, I want you to be good children tonight. Mrs. Marsh is coming. Who could that be?
I reckon that's Mrs. Marsh.
Well, let's see if it is Mrs. Marsh.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Marsh.
It's Mrs. Marsh.
I told you to be Mrs. Marsh.
Say hello to Mrs. Marsh, children.
Hello, Mrs. Marsh. What's your name?
Children tonight.
Now, you be good for Mrs. Marsh.
And make sure they clean their teeth.
I will. That's why I brought my Colgate Fluorogard. The fluoride penetrates the enamel to give a protective coating, just like the ink on this chalk. See?
You broke me chalk, the old mom.
Fair go, Mrs. Marsh.
I know. Don't tell me. You're a Sagittarian, right?
No.
And you're a Libran.
No.
I know. You're an Aquarian.
No.
And what are you?
A lesbian. Surprise! So that's it?
Well, if that's the way you want to look at it, yes.
So you're leaving me for another woman?
If that's the way you want to look at it, yes.
What about me?
You can't come.
Take off that sweater.
No, it's my sweater.
I knitted it.
You did not knit it, Erica. You assembled it. Your mother knitted it. I have the phone bill to prove it.
Who spent a week at the tech learning how to spin the wool?
Who spent a week at the jail for stealing the sheep?
All right, you keep the sweater, I'll keep the house.
Don't be ridiculous. The sweater's shrunk anyway.
So's the house.
Well, I didn't lay the foundations.
No, I bloody did.
I won't argue with that, Erica. You have full custody of the foundations.
I'm keeping the hi-fi.
All right. I'm taking the wedding photos.
Why the wedding photos?
Rhonda wants to know what you looked like. Once.
Let's not get personal about this divorce. Droopy.
Don't throw droopy at me, Erica.
You threw it at me often enough. What about the children?
We don't have any children.
What about the cat?
He died 3 years ago. He's yours.
You're a monster, Chris. You always hated Tibby.
I did not hate him. I loved him like a brother.
Lie, you killed him.
I did not. How did I know he was asleep under the Victor?
What about my mother?
I'm not taking her.
You never talked to me.
You never bloody listen. Now, let's be sensible about this, Erica. I'll take the car, the Black & Decker, the spear gun, and the hot rollers.
The hot rollers?
Yes, it's Rhonda's birthday tomorrow.
That's typical. You'd give away the only anniversary present you ever bought me.
I didn't buy it. They're Mum's. Dad won them in a chook raffle.
All right, Chris, all right. You take the hot rollers and the Black & Decker. I don't care. There's no sense in finishing the carport without the car anyway.
But you listen, and you listen well. Once you go out that house, out the door, and into the arms of that other woman with the funny hair...
What?
I'm keeping Hot August night.
I am?
You are not, I am.
Now, listen to me, Erica. If anyone should have claim to Hot August night, it's me.
Why?
It's Rhonda's.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Chris, we've had Hot August night for 3 years.
But you can't blame her for wanting it back.
You're despicable.
Now, you're taking all this too personally, Erica. I mean, just because I'm running off with another woman doesn't mean to say that I don't like you. We can still be friends. I mean, Rhonda and I have talked about this, and, well, we've decided that we want you to be our bridesmaid. Well, matron of honor, actually. But for God's sake, don't catch the bouquet. That's how we got into this mess in the first place.
Oh, God, I can't stand anymore now. Just get out, Chris.
You're
go.
being unreasonable, Erica.
Just go now, please.
All right.
Hello, Rhonda. It's Erica. No, it's all right. I'm just ringing up to say I accept everything. Yep. Just remember, he likes his eggs runny. He's crazy about pavlovas. And when you're in bed together, call him Droopy. Tea's up.
Oh, g'day, Lois. Geez, it's nice to have you back.
Nice to see your face, Narelle.
Yeah, suppose.
What'd you do for tea while I was away?
They got a temp in.
Oh, what was she like?
Average. She reckoned she was a little Paddy.
The pop star?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see Cole Joy letting her be a temp. I mean, a big star like little Patty would want a permanent engagement with an urn of her own.
That's what I thought. And she's bigger than I thought. You know, hence the name, Paddy.
You mean little?
Yeah, Paddy Little. No, that's not right. I'm confused. Anyway, I said to myself, Narelle Hudson, I said, I have my doubts. I mean, a temp tea lady calling herself Little Paddy Little doesn't gel true.
Why not?
She's 6'3". And black.
Very astute, Narelle.
I mean, some people must think I'm stupid. I mean, if she told me she was Louis Armstrong, I would have believed her.
Bloody temps.
Yeah, bloody temps.
Got a mind of their own, temps.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else happened?
Oh, the social club threw a terrific function in the canteen last week.
Oh, how was it? Good?
Average. Judy won the musical stenography, as usual. Brian and Con from Dispatch did their usual awful party trick.
What?
Poured half a gallon of Gestetner fluid in the punch.
Oh, what happened?
I got so pissed. Well, then, Robbo and Terry stapled Deirdre to the notice board. You never guess what they did then. Well, what did they do then? Chucked it down the lift well. Of course, serves her right for being a teaser. I mean, anyone can wear a black bra and go like that.
Yeah, well, I suppose you're right. But in the end, you know, she's no fool because men are only after one thing.
I know that. Why won't they take it from me?
Boobs aren't everything, Narelle. You've got lots of other things to offer a man.
Yeah, but personality isn't everything.
Don't worry, you've got plenty to offer a man.
What?
Do you still take 2 sugars?
Yeah, well, anyway, by 11 o'clock, the keg was empty, and we run out of cassette in the fluid, and things looked a bit gloomy. So Alan, you know Alan, the big funny bloke they appointed to raise staff morale?
Yeah.
He shot himself.
Really?
Yeah. I was quite surprised, really. I mean, one minute he was telling me a joke and the next bang. Life's funny, isn't it?
You're not wrong, Narelle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Suppose better go then.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Betty. Shh.
What's wrong?
In the lounge room.
A burglar?
No, worse.
What?
Can't you hear it?
No. What is it?
It.
It? Leo, what are you talking about?
On the couch. Number 10s.
10s?
Yes. Your daughter.
Vicky?
Yes. And that animal.
Tibby?
No, Graham.
We don't have a cat called Graham.
No, Graham, that mongrel boyfriend of hers.
Oh, that Graham.
Yes, they're on the couch.
Oh, that's nice, dear.
Well, that Graham, and that's nice. She's
What, dear?
Chocka.
Chocka?
Just a minute.
Leo!
Are you sure the house is on fire, dear? Huh. Great heavens. We'll all be burnt in our beds. Or couches. What's that you say, dear? The fire is creeping towards the lounge room.
Leo!
Thel, yeah, you.
I'll call the fire brigade. Oh, they're here now. This way, Chief. In here with all those ladders and buckets of water. Cold water.
I don't believe it. 20 minutes he's been at it.
Leo, Vicky is 18. Calm down.
Calm down. Superman is violating my daughter, and you ask me to calm down. Where's the kryptonite?
Leo, it's perfectly natural.
Natural? 20 minutes is not natural, Betty. 20 minutes is downright pleasure. Just a minute.
Oh, the new bulldozer has arrived. And the Fergie. Put them in the lounge room, fellas.
Leo, can't you just leave them alone?
Do you not realise they're doing it in front of our wedding photos? And my golf trophy? 27 minutes, it's bloody Ron Clark.
Leo!
I know.
Leo, can't you just let nature take its course?
If nature had taken its course, he should have had a heart attack by now.
Hello, George Green. It's Leo Foster here, George. I wonder, could you do me a really big favour, George? Could you come over and borrow a cup of sugar? Because you need sugar, George. It's an energy food. You can never have too much of it. Yeah, well, maybe your diabetes will be cured by you get over here. Yeah, well, I know it's 1 a.m. That's why I want you to come over in your police car with the siren on and bash on the door and say, open up, it's the police, and I'll give you a cup of sugar. How about it? Well, you can do the same thing with your truncheon.
I've had enough. 32 minutes. So is he. I'm going to fix this.
All right, you two, now, you can... Oh. Sorry.
Well, what happened?
Wasn't Vicky in crime. It was young Barry and his girlfriend.
Oh?
32 minutes, eh? That's my boy.
One packet of Ajax. Fancy yourself as former material, do you?
No, not really.
I use Ajax. I reckon Wayne would make a good foreman.
Wayne's your husband, is he?
Yeah, he's been on the dole since he left school. Every day he walks through the employment office and says, "Hey, fellas, I'm former material."
Pays to advertise.
Yeah, that's right, things at him. We've got a terrific collection of public service equipment at home. 2 packets of razzmatazz.
Well, for my wife.
Yeah? Uh-oh, razzmatazz. Triple jingle.
Yes.
She got really skinny legs, hasn't she?
Who?
Razzmatazz girl. One reckons she got malnutrition of the legs. 1 packet of Bex. X. X. Got a headache.
No, I'm curing a ham.
Huh? What's wrong with it?
It's got a headache.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
Thank you.
1 tube of Colgate for fresh breath confidence. Ding. Bloody rude the way that bloke tells his girlfriend her breath stinks.
You, watch a lot of television, do you?
Oh, no, only when it's on. 2 rolls of sorbent. What's the gentlest tissue in the bathroom you can issue? Terrific jingle.
Yes.
Have to be a pretty brave bloke to write a jingle about dunny paper, bud.
Well, what television programs do you like most?
Oh, I don't like any of them much. 1 packet of Lipton 2 bags. You a jiggler or a dangler? You know, we jiggle in our cup, we dangle in our pot, we like to jiggle and dangle, but I do not.
Yes, well, do you watch Monday Conference or Four Corners?
What are they?
They're current affairs programs on the ABC.
What's that?
You don't know the ABC?
Only up to Q. I count pretty good, but 1 bottle of comfort. Softness is a thing for comfort.
I suppose you watch programs like Kojak.
Oh, no, a bit deep for me. 2 packets of Rosella savoury rice. Not Boone's again. No, no, no.
Starsky and Hutch.
No, no, no.
Sesame Street.
No, no, no. Rosella savoury rice. Terrific jingle.
Are there any programs you do like?
No, I usually make a cup of tea during the program breaks.
It must take you a long time.
Yeah, the jug's broken. Takes about 14 cricket disposable lighters to boil a cup of water. 1 carton of Benson and Hedges. Oh, they didn't have a jingle, did they?
No, aren't they kind?
I was in an Ardart commercial once. Before they banned them, only I smoked Benson and Hedges. Stuart Wagstaff, you're a star, but the other fags by far. Medical authorities warn smoking is a health hazard. Terrific slogan.
Yes. So you mean to say you watch television just for the commercials?
Yeah, I think they're really terrific. 1 frozen apple pie. You and I and apple pie. Ooh, what's your sign?
My sign?
Yeah.
Almost the same as Winston Churchill's.
Oh, is that the lot?
Yes, that's all.
$7.20.
Oh, I think
Tell you what, Butt.
What? But?
Have you noticed they never put the best commercials on during the non-rating period?
Terrible. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Next. Anyone want to buy any Sanyo equipment? That's life. Saying no.